Hey, this is a discussion session on Jacobean period. Whatever we studied in our encyclopedia or contemporary encyclopedia of English literature, you can revise here. That is my idea. Okay, topic is Jacobean drama. What are the general features of Jacobean drama? Let me first ask you this. Is Jacobean drama about country life or city life? Jacobean drama is about city life, correct, metropolitan life. Okay, is Jacobean drama about political themes or religious themes? Which was important, political themes or religious themes? Jacobean drama is about political themes, okay. Did Jacobean drama present a very ordered, romantic society, or did it show a very corrupt society? Ordered society, virtuous society, or corrupt society? Yes, Jacobean drama presented a corrupt society. Was Jacobean drama about a progressive society or a decadent society? Yeah, Jacobean drama presented a decadent society. It showed the decadent spirit. So, what are the general features of Jacobean drama? It's about city life, it is political, it shows corruption, and there is the decadent spirit. Okay, what are the major genres in Jacobean drama? Within Jacobean drama, what are the major genres? What is the genre in which there is a lot of bloodshed? One group of people are killing another group of people. Yeah, revenge tragedy. Senecan revenge tragedy was an important genre. Okay, next important genre is about lower class London life. Criminals and lower class people in London. That is the theme. In which genre? It is city comedy. So, city comedy is about lower class London life. Okay, in which genre is there the mixing up of tragedy and comedy, mirth and melancholy? It is tragicomedy. Important genres of the Jacobean period are revenge tragedy, city comedy, tragicomedy. Then one more genre is there. A kind of drama performed in court by amateur courtiers. What is that genre? It is masques. So revenge tragedy was there, city comedy was there, tragicomedy was there, masque was there. Alright, now let me ask you about each of these genres. First, revenge tragedy. I will tell you the name of the author, you tell me which is his revenge tragedy, okay? Shakespeare's Hamlet, correct, Hamlet. Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus is also a revenge tragedy, but that was earlier. In the 17th century, Shakespeare's Hamlet. Hamlet was written in 1601, just before Jacobean period started. Jacobean period started in 1603 only, when Elizabeth died. Okay, next is revenge tragedy, Middleton or Turner, one of these, we don't know who. Middleton or Turner wrote one revenge tragedy. Which is it? Middleton or Turner's The Revenger's Tragedy, correct. Third is revenge tragedy. Middleton alone wrote one revenge tragedy. What is it? Middleton alone wrote Women Beware Women. Women Beware Women is the tragedy that Middleton wrote alone. Okay, next is Webster's revenge tragedies. Webster wrote two revenge tragedies. What are they? You know them. The White Devil, the Duchess of Malfi. The White Devil and the Duchess of Malfi. Okay, Middleton and Rowley together wrote. Thomas Middleton and William Rowley together wrote a revenge tragedy. What is it? Can you remember? The Changeling. Middleton and Rowley together wrote The Changeling. And then one last revenge tragedy. John Ford wrote one revenge tragedy. Which is the tragedy written by John Ford? Who is going in a Ford car? That is my clue. 'Tis Pity She's a Whore. 'Tis Pity She's a Whore is by John Ford. These are revenge tragedies. Okay, Shakespeare's Hamlet. Then Middleton or Turner wrote The Revenger's Tragedy. Middleton alone wrote Women Beware Women. Webster wrote The White Devil and Duchess of Malfi. Middleton and Rowley together wrote The Changeling. John Ford wrote Tis Pity, She's a Whore. Next, city comedies. Examples. Beaumont wrote what? City comedy. Beaumont, The Knight of the Burning Pestle. Okay. Then Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson's city comedy is Bartholomew Fair. Okay. Thomas Middleton's city comedy, A Chaste Maid in Cheapside. A Chaste Maid in Cheapside. So which are the city comedies? Let us revise. Beaumont's The Knight of the Burning Pestle. Ben Jonson's Bartholomew Fair. Thomas Middleton's A Chaste Maid in Cheapside. Next, tragicomedy. Which are Shakespeare's tragicomedies? Shakespeare's proper tragicomedies are his romances. Shakespeare's dark comedies also have elements of tragicomedy, but his proper tragicomedies are romances. Okay, which is Fletcher's tragicomedy? The Faithful Shepherdess. Fletcher's tragicomedy is The Faithful Shepherdess. Beaumont and Fletcher together wrote a tragicomedy. Which is it? Beaumont and Fletcher together, The Philaster. The Philaster, not The Philaster, sorry. Philaster or Love Lies a Bleeding. Philaster or Love Lies a Bleeding. Okay, come to masques. Masques. Who is the most important writer of masques in the 17th century? Correct, Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson wrote masques. Before Ben Jonson, somebody wrote who? John Lilly. After Ben Jonson, somebody wrote who? John Milton. Okay, so that is by way of introduction to Jacobean drama. Now, let us talk about the major writers one by one. Who is the first major writer in Jacobean drama? The first major writer is George Chapman. George Chapman. Do you know what George Chapman is most famous for? George Chapman is most famous for what? He is famous for his translation of Homer. Chapman's translation of Homer. What is the most important feature of George Chapman's translation of Homer? Tell me. Most important feature of George Chapman's translation of Homer? George Chapman wrote in a very bloody, gory, violent style. His Homer is gory and violent. Okay? Next. Tell me, George Chapman's first play. Chapman's first play. Which is his first play? Do you know? The Blind Beggar of Alexandria. The Blind Beggar of Alexandria. Who is the protagonist in Blind Beggar of Alexandria? He is compared to somebody else. He is compared to Marlowe's character. Blind Beggar of Alexandria. Character is, protagonist is Cleanthus. Remember Cleanthus and Tamburlaine. Tamburlaine and Cleanthus are both shepherds. They become kings. That is the connection. Then talk about Chapman. You can't avoid mentioning another play. Chapman along with two others wrote one play. The title refers to a sailor's call. Which is that play? Chapman along with two others wrote Eastward Ho. Eastward Ho is a very important play. Written by whom? Who are the three people who wrote it? Chapman, Johnson and Marston. Chapman, Ben Jonson and Marston. Now, this play was very controversial at that time. Why was it controversial? Because it angered King James. Why? Because it is anti-Scottish. Chapman's Eastward Ho is anti-Scottish. Do you remember there is another later play in Jacobean drama which is anti-Spanish? Do you remember? It is anti-Spanish play is Middleton's A Game at Chess. Eastward Ho is anti-Scottish. A Game at Chess is anti-Spanish. What happens in Eastward Ho? There is one goldsmith, okay? Not name, profession. By profession, one man is there, goldsmith. He has a modest daughter and a foolish daughter. And they fall in love with his apprentices. One virtuous man is there and one ambitious, rash man is there. Virtuous Golding and ambitious Quicksilver. These are the two apprentices. They fall in love with the goldsmith's daughter. That is what happens in Chapman's eastward ho. Okay, now that is over. Chapman is over. Don't worry, I will ask you rapid fire and cross connect in between. Next writer will be Thomas Hayward. That will be another audio clip. Another video. That will be another video.